Tinubu is lucky to be president because Buhari did not deploy power of incumbency, like Olurode said. But the fact is that why would he deploy power when he's already out? He had done his 8 years. Frankly speaking, at that point, Buhari was even tired of Nigeria. He was just begging for the time to finish, let him go his way. He wanted to be president. He has seen presidency now. He got tired. He got weak. He was just praying for time to allow so that he can go his way, frankly speaking. He wasn't, he was, so it's just like what happened to Goodluck. When everybody, tension was everywhere, Goodluck just handed over and walked away. Okay, so what I was saying, so if Buhari had invoked power of incumbency, what would have happened? He would have continued in power or cancel it or hand it over to another officer man? I don't know. Professor Lai Olurode, okay, who happened to be a former national commissioner of the Independent National Electoral Commission and a professor of sociology, in an interview with the Nigerian Tribune, has assessed last Saturday's off-season governorship elections, the nation's electoral system, and the involvement of the judiciary in the electoral process. So while he was assessing the conduct of last Saturday's off-season election that was conducted and the promises that were made by the Independent National Electoral Commission, he said that the elections fell short of general expectation from the people, and that the February's election was better than Saturday's own because incumbent governors exercised their power of incumbency. He said, if you look at all the indicators of incredible election, if you look at the perception of critical stakeholders and the roles that they played, I would say that the last presidential election was far better than what we had last Saturday. That was also because the last president was taking his final shot at the presidency as he was exhausting his remaining term. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is lucky to be president because former President Buhari did not deploy power of incumbency. So additionally, he said that the lack of cohesion and within the All Progressive Congress, marked by factionalization and various problems in the party, all contributed to the party's challenges in the February's presidential election. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, despite facing these internal issues, was fortunate to be president. So he said, had the then President Muhammadu Buhari deployed the power of incumbency, then the electoral system would not have been as open as this. Yeah, so he's comparing this Professor Luride is comparing what happened in the governorship election that happened on last Saturday at IMO, KOGI, and Bayelsa State, respectively, to the general election that happened in February 2023 that saw the success of Tinubu becoming president of Nigeria. So he's trying to say that what happened in the last election, the Saturday's election of the governorship off-cycle election was, dominated by the sitting governors putting their power of incumbency to ensure that the person they supported become the president. Okay, so, and the election was short of people's expectation. The election was short of so many things. Okay, and that if the presidential election, if Buhari had put power of incumbency, Tinubu wouldn't have been a president. But the same, he just said that. The truth of the matter is that Buhari actually used power of incumbency, otherwise Tinubu also shouldn't have been president. That's the truth. In a way, whether directly or indirectly, Buhari used power of incumbency to ensure that Tinubu entered in that place. Ordinarily, it wasn't Tinubu that was supposed to enter by virtue of general public acceptance. People did not accept Tinubu to become president of Nigeria. That is the truth. And up to now, so many people still don't see him as president. So the professor has made a statement trying to discredit what happened on Saturday's election in those states to what happened in comparing it to what happened during the presidential election. But I tell you that if not that Buhari used power of incumbency directly or indirectly, Tinubu would have been president. Tinubu did not become president on a neutral platform. He was influenced and he was orchestrated. That is it. So let's see, people are already reacting to what this professor is saying, and I'm sure it's people who say the truth here. I thought say, is that nice? PDP, is that nice? PDP never did that for 16 years. Exactly. PDP didn't do what? Go and ask Senior the name of the president that said election was do or die affair, and which party was he? Ask the Senior which president under which party sacked sitting governors and the governors ran for their lives out of the country. Who are those governors? Be open up, let's know. Someone say we are tired of being reminded of the inadequacy of the past with intent to stir up rivalry and discontent between the past government and the new government with a mean of being noticed. Also, they may be part of propagandists to the opposition. Nigerians have moved on, and Tinubu has been elected the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, okay, to right inadequacies of the past. Can he? So may you be blessed over this accurate response. What accurate response is that? Buhari is a failure. He is the one that put us into where we are now. No president is leaving office and won't care who succeeds him. But Buhari did so and allowed politicians to manipulate every process of his successor. Exactly. Yeah. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that says Buhari didn't exercise the power of incumbency? Exactly. In the installation of Tinubu, how did the INEC chairman get the impetus to announce Tinubu winner of that election? At what wee hour? At that wee hour, if the power that be never supported it. That is it. At about 3 a.m. in the morning or before a.m. or 4:15 a.m., that was when the INEC chairman announced Tinubu as winner when everybody was sleeping. So what Professor Olorode is saying is not correct, and I see tribalism in what he's saying. That is it. So let him go and sleep. Tinubu did not become president on a platter of gold. He did not. He did not. The same way people are blaming Jonathan. If not for Jonathan allowed Buhari to come in and mess Nigeria up like this. Buhari has finished his own and had made sure that Tinubu entered to continue the suffering that he started with Nigerians. Quite unfortunate situation. So let Professor Olorode go and sit down, saying that Buhari did not exercise power of incumbency is a lie. He did. If not, nobody would have announced Tinubu president at 4:15 a.m. early in the morning when people were still sleeping. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.